That makeup. Oh yeah, she's doing Bristol, isn't she? Okay. Alright, we'll get the historian on the phone, see if there's anything we can go and film, will you? Do you mean take two? That was rubbish. Oh, and the camera was moving around, was it? Well, whose fault's that? I'm not in charge of that. I'm just the presenter. Hobbit Hall. Yep, well, yeah, I'll let Jackie tell you about that. Wasn't anything extremely major. Just I should be back in a few days' time. I'm looking forward to seeing her. I miss her actually. That this time is it going to work? Because the last two times haven't worked very well, have they? Ready? Yeah. Oh, my hair. Yeah. Okay. Well, makeup's not here. You see, I'm not very good at that. Hobbit's deserted me. Gone off and ran off with some Italian girl, I think. Anyway. Welcome back to Rudgey, aka the Doctor. If you just joined us and you haven't already, please hit the like, the share, and the subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And if you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. Massive, massive help. I'm truly humbled by the amount of support this channel gets. And before we go any further, thank you for all your kind comments this last week or so. I'm okay, and so is Villa JoRo, and the island is getting cleaned up as we speak. Yeah, this video is going to be touching on that subject, let's say. Yeah, they closed the main road off from Poros to Augustoli because of landslides, and the road actually got washed out in one or two places. We're going down to Trapezaki now to have a look at the damage down there. Perata, some of the lowlands were underwater, places got flooded. Yeah, quite a few problems, let's say. I would say the rain was tantamount to what we had in the Medicane, except of course we didn't have the strong winds, so that was something at least. Villa JoRo, well, I'm famous for this, aren't I? I had the only boat, if you look back through my videos, when I had JoRo, I had the only boat that would sink on land. We had to make a big tent round it. Because, yeah, it used to fill up with water when it rained. And being a boat, of course, the water wouldn't escape then. So yeah, I now live in a house that floods when it rains, and it's 10 foot off the ground. It wasn't a major problem. The window frames don't put up with heavy rainfall, unfortunately. So the bedroom, the lounge, well, two bedrooms and the lounge, I had to mop them up. It was a little bit miserable on the night that it happened, and a bit damp in the morning, but I've mopped it up now, and it's just one of those things that happens. And of course, we don't get events like this that often here, really. They do happen, but not that often. So yeah, we're all okay. Thanks for your kind comments. The Hobbit is still, as we speak, in the UK, sorting out her business there, but she'll be back. She's got her paperwork in now for a visa, so she'll be back soon. So without further ado, shall we? Let's get on with the video. Right, well, for those of you who wondered what it's like in the winter here, you've all seen this view if you watch me regular. I'm not going out there. The guttering is broken on the roof, that's why it's got that jet of water there. I need to get that sorted out in the summer. I'm going to try and get some guttering made. It's just a case of how much it will cost, really. But I want to try and do it so it doesn't damage the building any further. But yeah, you can't see the mountain because the cloud, well, we're in it, basically. Got hailstones bouncing off the... See them? I don't know whether you can make that out. You can certainly hear them. Yeah, look at that. Hail. 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 Yeah, I'll shut the door before it comes in. Look, snow on the floor. It's not so nice at the moment. Let's have a quick look out the back. Same story here. Look at this snow on the floor there, look. See, my garden is now white. Didn't think you'd be seeing that, did you? My allotment is flooded. Oh dear, oh dear. That's not good. Yeah, there you go. Snow. Well, a big covering of hail, basically. What that is. So yeah, we do get winters here, for those of you who wondered about that. Look at that, I'm going to have to do something with the back of the house. There's never been a guttering on there, but I think I need to address the amount of rain that comes off there. And as you can see, the garden is well flooded now. There you go, snow. And of course, with that comes huge great claps of thunder, which you can just hear rumbling in the background, but we get some real good ones that make the glass in the window frames sound like they're going to come out the frame. Hope it doesn't wash the topsoil off my garden. It's a bit of a disaster. Not much I can do about it, really. Yeah, as you can see, the fields are all starting to go white now. Yeah. And where it hasn't flooded down in the garden, I don't know whether you can make that out, but we've got a nice covering of hailstones down there as well. So I'm just trying to listen to this week's video. That cracking sound is the hailstones hitting the glass. Crazy. It is quite chilly. I do say to people it gets cold in here in the winter. As you can see, I pulled the gas fire up through me, so I can only afford to have that on one bar, and I can't afford to run the electric heating. So yeah, it does get cold. So if you were going to buy a property here, best to buy one with a fireplace like the Hobbit, like the Hobbit was. After that, crikey, I might have to pull the shoppers through. Got a bit of leakage. I've got some towels down to catch it, but and I did seal the windows, but I think it's failed. So I'm going to have to get a mop bucket now and mop that up. Meanwhile, at the back of the house, yeah, not good. So interestingly enough, when I took this place on, there was a major leak above the bedroom. I've been doing it for some time because it had rotted out some of the bathrooms. Luckily for me, it was something I could fix, so I did a temporary repair on it, which has held up really well. I've got a new slate to go in there now. I've just checked and it's not leaking, although the roof generally, when it's like this, you do get water coming in because of the way it's constructed. But it's nothing really to worry about. As long as you don't get storm like this every week, then it soon dries back out. But from what I can see, the building's holding up all right, apart from these windows which are leaking. I'll have to go up in the loft tomorrow when this has stopped and check for any major leaks, although I did do the roof last summer. Went up there and made sure there's no broken tiles or anything like that, so we should be okay. But yeah, there you are, you see. A lot of you would never think it gets like this, would you? I guarantee there'll be a load of snow on the mountain when this is cleared tomorrow, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing. Anyway, I'd best get back to watching this week's video. And I'm not sure when this will go out, but anyway, this is the video I'm doing for Valentine's Day. Well, it's the second day of the rain, and as you can see, I've been mopping this up. It just got completely flooded out. Luckily, I had some dust sheets which I've shoved against the window. But yeah, that was when I got up this morning. There was a lot of water under there, and the same over there. I've had to put a towel, an old towel I had, across the there, and I've mopped all that up. Luckily, the heater dries that out. Funnily enough, even the bedroom, the bottoms of the curtains got wet. I've had to put them up to dry. I'm going to have to put them in the washer now. I've had to mop all the way around underneath my bed because that got flooded. The office, as we call it, me and the Hobbit. Well, this room is probably the only room that doesn't take the weather very harshly, so it's the only room that's dry. And then a surprise, we go through here. As you can see, I've peeled all the rugs back out the way so they don't get wet, because I didn't get a chance to do very much about it. I've now come in here just because I thought I'd better check it, and got a couple of inches of water there that I'm going to have to mop. That's gone underneath the, it doesn't show up on the video, well I suppose it does, you can see there's a line here. So yeah, unfortunately it's where I'd put the covers for the chairs, because I've stored all the chairs out the weather from outside, and all the covers were in here. So I'm not quite sure where that's coming. It must have come in through that window. Right, well, we're on the currently on the what I call the lower road between my village, Caravadas, Trapezaki and Lourdes. There's the signs for you. So this is what's happened to the road down here. I think they've been working on it to try and rebuild it, but yeah, as you can see, that was blocked by rubble there. See if we can get a bit of view of it from up here. Oh yeah. So yeah, basically the all this rubble here has been washed all the way down and across the road and down into there. So they've had to dig the road back out. I don't know how long that will take. They're obviously going to re-tarmac it. It looks like they might be widening it. Maybe they're going to do that while they're doing it. That would be good, because a lot of you who know the place know that that's a bit of a hazard. So let's go down to Trapezaki, have a look down there. Right, let's get on and see if we can see what's going on down the road here. Nicky's not happy about the damp weather, I don't think. We'll have to, she's due a service anyway. New plugs, new air filter, oil and filter, new chain, that sort of thing. I've just managed to move a bit of money across from the UK, so off my savings, so allocate that, some of that to it. As you can see, a lot of debris on the road. This was a river, apparently, during the rain that we had. I would say it was pretty much Medicaine sort of rain that we had. If those of you remember the Medicaine a few years ago, without the wind, if you take the wind out of the equation, the rainfall was probably similar. Got quite a lot of damage. A lot of places that are completely flooded. Oh dear. Well, that's not good, is it? So, there you go. The road's completely washed away here, so I won't be riding up there. So I'm going to have to, looks like I'm going to have to get on foot and walk up there. Let's do that. Okay, well, I've decided I'd try the other route in, which goes from the hotel downhill and right past the taverna on Trapezaki beach. But as you can see, this was running like a river. I didn't expect it to be in good condition, but I thought it might have dried out a little. But no, it hasn't. And it's still running like a river, as you can see. So I'm going to have to go back where I came from, park the bike up and walk in. I'm not too keen on parking the bike up because it might be in the way if some vehicles come to do some repairs. But we'll give it a go. Let's do that. Right, well, I managed to come back through the back road and now the other side of the road that's been washed away. I think what happened there was the gully failed and maybe you need a bigger one. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, let's get down the beach, have a look at that. Right, so I managed to drive down. It wasn't that bad, the road down here. I was complaining there wasn't much driftwood about the other day. Well, there's quite a lot of it around now. You'll notice that the beach seems to have grown. That is probably stuff that's been washed off the mainland. Not the mainland, sorry, off the land down there. We'll have a look down there in a minute. And this is the bit you'll all be interested in. That microphone's picking this up. It's a little bit windy. Yeah, car park is completely gone. And as you can see, the little harbour is now part of the car park. Now, this road here was running like a river the other night. I saw videos of it. Yeah, pretty devastating, really. Let's go across and have a look at the other side of it. See if there's anything left of the beach over there. Let's go and have... Right, well, here we are by the taverna. You can see there's debris just about everywhere. Big boulders being washed down. I tried to come down this road as you saw earlier, but it's impassable, so they've blocked it off. Let's use this little drainage ditch to get down onto the beach. electric pole there. I think that's, I don't know what that was. This is very strange because I would now be standing in the harbour, which is quite successfully being filled in. I don't know what they're going to do about it. It'll be interesting for them. Yeah. Can't see that. I never thought I'd be stood in the harbour. I find things like this quite difficult to take, really, because it wasn't that long ago that, when I was working on the charter yacht, we brought the dinghy in there with customers on it to go to the taverna. Anyway, it has extended the beach, I suppose, and the car park. So there's an old fish over there. That's, for those of you who don't know the area, that's Lordas in the background there. It had a good go at washing this away, didn't it? Look at that. Horrendous. Apologise about the wind. I've tried to shelter the microphone. The problem with that is sometimes it can affect the volume that I have to work with in the editing suite, although I can adjust that sometimes. Somebody's fridge there, look. Dear oh dear. Now there's a nice bit of driftwood. That'd make a nice table, wouldn't it? As I keep saying, if only I had a car. Well, I wouldn't worry too much. The authorities are very good at cleaning this sort of thing up. They've already started. I've opened the road through to Augustoli from Poros. We'll go and film that in a minute. So yeah, I won't worry too much. This will be back. You'll never know it's happened. And if you've never been here, you certainly won't know it's happened. It's a shame about the tree there, though. That looks like that's a goner. If you remember, there used to be a little bridge just there. Anyway, let's crack on. It struck me that I could do with a bit of this gravel in my garden. The ideal. What a sad sight, though. I mean, some work to do now, isn't they? But as I said, they're very good at sorting this sort of stuff out. You'll never know it's happened in a month or two, I bet. Right, let's crack on. Okay, so we're on the main road now from Augustoli in that direction and Poros in the other direction. You can see where the rain had washed most of a field across the road there. They've cleared that now, and I believe there was some problems further up this way, which there always is when it rains, but obviously with the severe conditions we had, it was a lot worse. I'm not going to film from the bike because, as you can hear, it's pretty windy. So yeah, as you can see, they deal with things pretty quickly here. This road's back open again, so let's go and have a look further round, see what the problems were. Okay, this is the bit that was really blocked. As you can see, they've dug it out now. Done a pretty good job of it. And that garage down there is where you'll see on Facebook where all the cars were buried. Yeah, he had his workshop completely covered. All you can see were the roofs of the cars. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, we're still on the road now. That's Poros in that direction. Those of you who know the island well will recognise this corner. This was completely blocked. They've dug it out now, as you can see. It is pretty muddy on that side of the road still. Pretty treacherous on the bike actually. But as you can see, they've done quite a good job of clearing it. Quite a bit of it's ended up down there, and then of course it washes down, and then that's probably on its way to Trapezaki, I would think. Yeah. There you go. As I keep saying, don't worry. This will all be gone and you'll never know it was here when you lot come out in the summer. This is just before the turning on the left for my village, Caravados. Probably less than a third of a mile. I've never seen that field flooded, and I've seen some bad weather here. Anyway, there'll be more of that, I expect. I'm off to Lidl's now because the boys got to eat. Well, I don't know how well this is picking it up, but we're in Perata now, heading towards Augustoli. As you can see, that poor person's garden and the bottom of their house is flooded out. And now it's over to Robert, our roving weather reporter, somewhere in the north of England.
Kilcreggan. Dry, overcast, expecting rain and snow probably. Amazing.
England. Well, thank you, Robert, for that weather report. I'm stood here in the sunshine now. It's been a few days since I filmed Peratata. Unfortunately, some of the footage didn't really come out, so I've come to one of my favourite places because it suddenly occurred to me, I watched something Phil, a friend of mine, put on Facebook. So thanks, Phil, he gave me a good idea there. You don't need a drone when you've got mountains around you. So I've brought you up here to show you what Peratata's like. Now, bearing in mind, we're a week in now since the floods. So I'll just show you how it's going for them. So in that direction is Poros, other direction is Augustoli. I'm sure those of you who've been here a lot will know the island. You've got Lordas in the background there. But this is Peratata. Bearing in mind we're a week in now. There are people down there that have lost absolutely everything. That garage I saw on Facebook, the cars were engulfed in water. That house in the background there, look. And that one there. And all along this road, as I came through the other day, most of the houses you go down to them, they were all underwater when I came through the other day. Like I say, I filmed it, but had a few issues with the camera. As I've said, this is a week later now. Right, well, that's this week's video done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I... No, I didn't enjoy making that one, really. But, you know, that's just life, isn't it? These things happen. The island is pretty resilient, so I have no doubt that they'll get this all cleaned up much quicker than we would in the UK. They've already got the road open. Within 12 hours of that happening, the road was back open again. They just need to clean it up a bit more now. Trapezaki, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do down there. I'll keep you guys up to speed on that. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. As for these poor people down here, as I said, I'm going to try and get hold of the president of Perata. He's been given my number, and if there's a GoFundMe, I'll put you in touch, as I said earlier. So yeah, that's this week's video. I'll put a winter warmer on the end of it, but thanks for watching. If you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It's a massive help to me. I'm pretty humbled by it, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. It really is a big help. If you haven't already, hit the like, the share and the subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride, and don't forget to like, share and comment away, because all these things help progress the channel. I've been contacted by various people saying that they can help me. They're into that sort of thing. Yeah, I think I'll carry on my own. You guys seem to be enjoying it. I can't be doing that much wrong. The camera stuff could be a bit better, and the editing, but I'm trying. As you can see, the camera swaying around now. I forgot to bring my tripod with me. A lot of this stuff is new. You know, Ian Redmond gave me the microphones very kindly, him and Sarah. And I was given a tripod a while back, which I do bring out with me sometimes, but it's quite big, so getting it on the bike can sometimes be an issue. So I'm using a selfie stick today, and of course the wind moves it around. So I apologise for that. We will get better at it. As far as me having Instagram and Facebook, I know that would help the page, but I'll leave it up to you guys to share away, and hopefully that will get us more people involved. So from a sunny Kefalonia, a week after the storm, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks ever so much for watching, and thanks ever so much once again for your support. It's a massive I'm so humbled by it all. I don't know what to say about it, really. I didn't think anybody had ever watched this, so thank you again. I'll catch you guys next week. Oh, here's your winter warmer to cheer you up, by the way. See you guys next week. Well, here's your winter warmer bursting through your device. I think I did one last year from here. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Leave in the comments if you watched it, and leave in the comments if you're enjoying these winter warmers. I just thought I'd liven up a grey day in the UK. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Yeah, I mean, it might be grey wherever you are, I don't know. I mean, if you're in Australia, maybe not. They're probably getting sunshine, aren't they, in certain parts? Anyway, yeah, that's your winter warmer.